EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the heart of Texas and the spectacular AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Time to renew one of the great holiday traditions of the NFL. Football and the Cowboys on Thanksgiving Day. And off we go from Texas. And this will not be returned. It's an opening touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. He's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home. We'll try again. It's second and 10. They send the tight end in motion. He'll drop to throw. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. The rookie from Auburn looking good on that one. He gets his team a first down. Putting the tight end in motion. Back to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. Osa Odigizua there on the tackle. Here's second and 9. Now they'll set up to throw. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
He'll look to throw. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Every staff in the league that understands if we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted, the ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. And, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So replay's going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board.
The kick is good.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Jalen Wright. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Let's go now.
They run again with Wright. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Now Lance. He runs with it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
To throw, here's Lance. That is caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Aubrey, good with the extra point. The Cowboys come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Man in motion, heading left. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now a give up the middle. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll take this to about the 46-yard line. Damone Clark there to get him down. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Metcalf. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's got it at about the 8, and he will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Not going for 2, they'll kick the point after. The kick is good. And the Eagles will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Pistol snap with Lance. Short pass taken in by the tight end. So we are through one on this Thanksgiving Day. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. We're back to Arlington in a moment. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
Here we go, here we go.
Head up. This is right. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds. Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
He's got it! And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
They face 2nd down and 7.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Trap 60, go.
Here's Lance. That'll be caught. It's Jalen Wright. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try and run right on the option. He's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8-yard line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another shot. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Lance looking to throw. That's hauled in at the 2.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
From the 2, they're going to go for it here. It is 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. Good blocking, and he's in. Jalen Wright. Touchdown, Dallas. The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Cowboys will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The extra point is up and through. And the Eagles have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Watkins motioning over. On play action, he'll set up to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. Picked off by Keely Ringo. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone. Receiver in motion, going right. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And the Eagles are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
And nothing develops there. It'll stay right at the 5-yard line. No gain on that one. Now here's second and goal. Up the middle they go. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. So 2 touchdowns for him in this one. Numbers 12 and 13 on the year. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the ground, this is right. And he'll get about 5. Back on the ground and back to right. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stomped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Greg and I, back to Arlington and AT&T Stadium after this. They'll run with right. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2. Second down and 8. Throwing, Lance. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. So the Eagles will use their first time out here. Talk things over before third down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down. To throw is Lance. Here's a screen coming for right.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Lance. That's to the middle of the field and caught by Walker. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. A run on first and goal. And that's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4.
Let's go.
Inside the 5, it is second and goal. This one caught at the 4. And he gets it out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys. His second touchdown of this first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Quick throw here is complete. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
They'll look to throw yet again. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's going to be running out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. And
this one intercepted. He is out of bounds, but that's a nice return. We'll give the offense the ball up past the 45-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
And he's going to be out of bounds. 000 up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the 1st half. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the 2nd half. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Set, go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll get that complete to Donald Parham. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. A carry here for Wright. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Give here to Wright. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up fourth down. The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field. The fair catch here, called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drop. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Here's 3rd and 7. They're going to motion the tight end over here. On 3rd down, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
After these kind of plays, Mike, you just wish the sideline was a mile away, because you know when you get there, you are going to catch an earful. They stress all week, ball carriers, we have to protect the ball. In this case, it doesn't result in a turnover, but the lost yardage now brings up 4th down. These are drive killers.
And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Ready.
Now Lance. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
He's going to air this one out, and that is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
19 Tiger. Warriors 17.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A throw on the move is caught. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Little backyard football here by the quarterback. It looked like he was running around the playground in his early days. The disruption of the timing early was the key, and from that point on, him and his receiver just unable to get on the same page.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
A gain of 19 yards. And an Eagles first down.
Here's a run going left. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. They'll run former K-State product Deuce Vaughn. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Let's go.
3rd down, 3 to go. He'll look to throw.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. They'll try to run. And he's going to have the Eagles 1st down. Oh, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3 and a new set of downs.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
Now this time they'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Metcalf. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Here's a run. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line. Here now, 2nd down and goal. We're on to the 4th on. They'll try it again from the 2. 2nd and goal. the fullback trying to power it home. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Now, faking the give. And that is incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Trap 60. Set. Go.
To throw, here's Lance. He keeps it himself. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
You can see here, Mike, the impact that sending your receivers deep does to the defense. You add so many layers, and the defense has to get so much depth in their pass coverage. It leaves a lot of room underneath, and that's exactly what the quarterback takes advantage. Tucks the ball down, turns into a runner, picks up the 1st down.
Here's Lance. This one complete to Watkins. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Lance looking to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
He's brought down at the 22-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Go check.
Sending a receiver right. And a nice defensive play there coming through to make the play in the backfield. This a must stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing, Lance. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And this will be incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath. Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
That's into traffic, but taken in. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. To throw is Lance. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have a Cowboys first down. As this defense a little too loose there, giving up 19 yards on fourth down. Lance. He'll let it go deep left sideline. And for a third time today, he's intercepted.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10.
Go.
Carry here for Vaughn. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7.
60 Eagles. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. Here comes third and 6. They'll look to throw. Now a screen set up for Vaughn. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. Here comes the Eagles punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. Taken at the 19. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line.
Hold it ready.
Here's first and 10.
60 now. Set. 7 Pirates. Check go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's going to look downfield once again. And he will score again. Touchdown, Dallas. 3 touchdowns for him. Numbers 6, 7, and 8 on the season. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Here we
The
go.
Cowboys will
70
line up
range,
for the
70
2-point
range.
conversion.
19 Lion. Hook.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And he gets into the end zone. So a huge part of the comeback right there. They get the 2-point conversion. It's now a 1-score game here in the fourth. So it is back to a one-point game now in the fourth quarter as they kick it away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Not much there, maybe a yard. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second. Here's 2nd and 9. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
On play action, he'll set up to... Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
This is 1st and 10.
Let's go.
On the give, it's right. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts. They'll come up now for 2nd down.
19 Tiger. Ready.
Watkins motioning over.
Go.
He's got another one. Touchdown, Cowboys. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can...
And he will get into the end zone for the 2 and extend the lead to 7 points. So a big change here. They go from down 1, score the touchdown, add the 2. Now they lead by 7 as they kick it off. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Now on 2nd and long. They'll drop to throw. And And he'll be taken down all the way up. No challenge flags in the last 2 minutes from the sideline. All second looks will come from replay, and I think the referee's been buzzed here to get another look at this call, and it is a big one. They have time to work with, but they have no timeouts. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Going up top. And that would be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down 2-E. The last 2 runs each lost a yard. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 12. So it's a win for the Cowboys. And they will get a little extra time to enjoy it on this holiday weekend as they get the job done here on Thanksgiving.